rolled sheet pans from Good Housekeeping. The Good Housekeeping seal of approval. Yeah, that Good Housekeeping. This is a set of two 9x13 rolled baking pans. Whether you're baking, roasting, whatever you're doing in the oven, you need really top quality, top shelf pans, and these are going to do the job for you. Now, they include a nonstick coating on the inside and the outside. You're getting two of these pans that measure 13 by 5 by 9 by 5, so you're looking at two 9x13 pans. They're about an inch in depth, and you're going to save about $11.48, including that free shipping with our Black Friday sale price today. Now, I have some great colors for you, but let me remind you that our free shipping goes away end of day, and this is our only order of 2021. Now, I have this for you in a gorgeous sage color. Then we have these for you in blueberry. And finally, the color on the end is called chili. You see the Good Housekeeping name stamped right in the middle of these pans, and we're excited to be working with, yes, that Good Housekeeping, the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. All of the great work that they're putting into creating marvelous and top shelf products for all of you to shop for at home. Now, joining us to tell us more about it is Rochelle Palermo. She is a trained chef. She is our Good Housekeeping team leader and representative. And Chef, it is great to have you here.
Hey, David, it is so great to be here with you. It is a dream come true, to be quite frank.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you for being here and making time for us, Chef.
My pleasure. Yes, I am glad to be here with the Good Housekeeping brand because I know that whatever we have to present to you, we have guaranteed that it's going to perform the way it says it's going to. And that's because of the Good Housekeeping seal that is far beyond superior. So
talk to us about these sheet pans, and I spy a lot of melted yuck that ordinarily would spell long hours of cleanup, but not with these pans.
Not with these pans, because it has the 4 layers of proprietary non-stick coating that is exclusive only to Good Housekeeping. So when they say they don't want food to stick, they don't. So you're right. I have a messy, cheesy mess right there of nachos, right? It's something my husband used to make all the time, and he used to make a big mess, right? Because what would happen is the cheese would all get stuck to the pan. And then he tried the whole foil trick, and then all the cheese got stuck to the foil. And I said, well, that didn't work very well. So we said, let's look at some ways to really solve that. And so now he is a happy camper. I'm a happy camper because whether he's roasting up some vegetables, some like rajas to put on his nachos or his cheesy nachos themselves, I mean, everything comes right out. Everything looks gorgeous, and the food is in your food, if that makes sense. It's not on your pan anymore.
Exactly. Now, Chef, talk to us about cleanup on these.
Well, you could see them right here, right? That was the rajas, the peppers, right? They're kind of sweet. They get a little stuck. Not on this, because all I did is take a little cloth, and you know what? This isn't even wet. This is just a dry cloth, and look, they're absolutely ready to go again. Same with the cheesy pan, right? I just wipe it, and everything comes right off, even the cheese, all the grease. You can wash them with soap and water, but wonderful to know, they are also dishwasher safe. So,
see, I was waiting on you to say the magic words, dishwasher safe. Because, you know what, as easy as they are to clean, sometimes we're in a bit of a hurry. Popping these into the washer means that you're able to be out the door and on your way to something else. I just think most of us, if we're honest, to describe our current sheet pan situation would probably be somewhere between battered and looks like it drug behind a truck. I mean, come on, they're probably burned and dented and scratched and warped and the whole 9 yards. When was the last time you replaced a baking sheet in your kitchen? My guess is it's been a while. We've got an opportunity for you this afternoon to pick up a set of 2 of these, and not just any sheet pans. These are Good Housekeeping. Yeah, that's right, that Good Housekeeping. Giving it their Good Housekeeping seal of approval. These are heavyweight rolled pans. Now, Chef, these are designed not to what I call thunder in the oven. Is that right?
I love that term. I haven't heard it, but I love it. Yes, you're right, because they have that aluminized steel. So that is a nice hard product, right? That's going to keep it very, very firm and hard. So you're not hear all that clanking. And when you take food out, it's not going to be your pan's all warped and you'll have uneven cooking. That's what happens. When pans are buckling, they can't evenly cook your food because everything kind of wants to slide to one side and they don't get that even heat distribution, if you know what I mean. So when you take these out of the oven, you'll see, like with these potatoes that I have right here. I mean, look at this. First of all, I love potatoes. I had them for dinner last night. And look at how each and every one comes right out. The pan's not buckling. Everything is beautifully browned. If you could see that, how
Oh,
perfectly
we can
browned.
see it, Chef. It
Nothing
looks
is stuck.
delightful.
I love it. I love it. That's my lunch, actually, by the way.
Oh, you're the lucky
right.
one.
It's
I
not
mean,
gonna
you know
buckle.
what we would call that? GBD, golden brown delicious. So, yeah, really lovely. Let me count you down on what we have remaining. We have 900 people on the phone lines and 2,500 sets are gone. Now, if you're after the
Oh, wow.
sage green, I have 3,400 remaining. Don't forget, I also have a set of 2 in the blueberry, 2,200 remain, and finally a set of 2 in the chili. Very popular, 3,500 to remain, but we brought in more chili than we did the other colors because we know that red is always that foodie color that is so popular on In the Kitchen with David. Take a look here at our shortbread ghost cookies, baked to perfection on these pans. Remember, these pans are non-stick coated, so you're not going to need to spray these. Is that right, Chef?
Absolutely, you are not. And you know what? Look at these are sugar cookies, which tend to be a little bit sticky on the pan, right? Because they're not a real fatty cookie. But these actually turn and move all around. Literally, this is what's going to happen. David, when my mom was making her biscotti, she said, Rochelle, they have never come out this beautifully golden brown on the bottom, and they were so easy to get off of the pan. It has changed my cookie baking. And I said, I know, Mom, it's serious. And if you're going into the holiday baking season, you got to have the right pan, because so many times people blame themselves, and it's really not. Most of the time, it's not you, it's the pan. So if you want to make your baking, wonderful this season, get them now, because this is a perfect size. You get 2. So it's just a great little option.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you stopped and looked at your baking pans? And if you had to be honest to describe them, are they splotched, stained, dented, beat up? Are they warped? I think most of us would probably agree that baking pans should have a lifespan, and we should get them out of our house at some point, because they just end up looking atrocious and you'd be embarrassed for anyone to see them. You can replace them today with Good Housekeeping pans. This is that same wonderful magazine that's all involved with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. We're also excited to bring you our only order of the year in these pans. And when you get these at home, you'll notice they're rolled, much the way a professional restaurant sheet pan would be. So you know you're dealing with something that not only has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval, but is also going to be great for the home cook, because we home cooks tend to cook with things that stick. These are all coated with a nonstick, both inside and outside, which is so very important. Let's remind you of color choices. And more than 5,000 sets are now gone. And 1,500 people are on the phone lines waiting to place an order. Everybody wants them some Good Housekeeping. Come on now. This is your sage. 2,500 left in the sage. Remember, set of 2 in the blueberry. 1,400 remaining there. And finally, a set of 2 in the chili. 2,400. Rochelle, as a trained chef, if you were to describe these pans to someone to convince them to pick them up, how would you describe them?
I would describe them as sturdy, professional level, really seriously, because we said, how do we take that professional level and bring it to the home cook? And that's what we've done, and completely nonstick. So those are the main things that I would say about this pan that's wonderful. And because it has that seal from Good Housekeeping, you know you're dealing with a pan that is the highest quality. They've done the research for you. So if you want to know why, they've done that for you. You want to compare things, they've done that for you, so that you don't have to wonder, like, is this the best pan? Is that the best pan? They've already looked at all the pans for you, and then they've come up with this one.
Well, I can tell you that over half the quantity we brought in, and this final order of the year is now gone. If I were to describe these and someone were to hand these to me and say, David, what would you say to someone to encourage them to buy them? The first thing I would say is they're rolled. This is not a flimsy sheet pan. This is not one that you could easily bend in your bare hands, right? It's also not going to thunder in the oven. It's not going to boing in the oven, which is a technical term, I realize. And then you got that great nonstick coating. I love that it says Good Housekeeping, not just because I love the name Good Housekeeping, but I love what it means. I love that they've gone through the testing, that it's earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. I grew up understanding that that meant quality. So now that I can have it in my own kitchen, This makes all the difference in the world to me. And the fact that we've got a trained chef here who can brag on these products in a way that only a trained chef can, it really makes such good sense. Rochelle, we're going to look forward to many more presentations with you. I want to welcome you to the on-air side of this business, and it's a thrill to have you with us.
Thank you so much. I feel the same way. I am completely thrilled to be here with you.
Well, we're tickled to get to know you better and to learn from you, Chef. So thanks so much. We look forward to future airings, okay?
You got it. Okay.
Take care. Let me remind you of colors one more time before we wrap up. Now, if you want the sage, I have 1,700 left in the sage. Here's blueberry, 700 now all I have left in our final order of the year, and then finally the chili. 1,500 remaining in that chili. 8,000 are now gone.